Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm just getting myself all together. But if you've joined me, let me just check I'm actually working. Sometimes the microphone likes to not work, but there we go. I think we're all good. So hopefully you can hear me talking, and you should be able to hear a little bit of music in the background, but not too loud, I hope. If it is a bit too loud, give me a shout, let me know. I shall turn it down a bit. Camera should be working. Yeah, we have a working camera. It's just cool enough to be able to paint. So figured I would grab some time to at least get started on the Moonstone miniatures that I began last time I was live. So last time I was here, we were building and prepping all of this stuff. Let me change one of my screens. I've got screens in the wrong order. It's nice to be able to see what I'm seeing, what you're seeing. Oh, and I've not got my light on. That's why it's a bit dark. I'm thinking to myself, it feels a little bit dark because I've not turned my light on. There we go. Let's illuminate. Yeah, so the last time we were together, I was building and prepping these guys. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we were doing the 3 witches, and then we had the 2 big trolls that we did. So I figured I might as well start painting these up. All my screens ready so I can see everything that's going on. I've got the chat up and running. Yeah, we're good. We're all good. Okay, so let's just crack on. Yeah, if I knew where my brushes were. I'm a bit of a tiz where all my stuff is. So I've got no real preference to which one I'm going to start. I'm probably going to start with the Dusk Witch. Just because I don't know how long I've got to stream. I think I could. Hey Janus, yes, an afternoon of painting. Hopefully, it's a little bit toasty, isn't it? So I don't know how well this will go, but we're going to sit here and try and paint a miniature. It is extremely warm. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Dusk Witch because I can. I can do it fairly quickly, and it means if I have to cut the stream short or anything, I've got loads of time. Yes, today's a little bit cooler. It's a bit muggy today. You know, the old classic British weather. We get like really humid. So yesterday was really hot, far too hot to do anything. And today it's still really warm, but it looks like it could rain. So you've got that kind of hot, moist air, and it's a bit meh, you know. Right, so with this lady here, I want to do the sort of pale, so there's lots of greens basically. I'm going to try and use as many of my greens as possible. I've got kind of like darkish sort of tones to them. That Minotaur green will probably be quite good. I don't think I want Dark Angels green. I don't think I want Orc Flesh. I might do. Yeah, that's pretty much the range I think I want. There we go. And I'm going to paint with relatively wet paint. That's not me being stupid. What I mean is because I'm going to do like some blending of it together. So I'm going to give them all a bit of a shake. So then I'm going to put blobs of it on my wet palette, and then I can quickly go around the colours. But yes, how are you, Janice? Are you all good? Right, here we go. I think we've got a good mix going on, so I'm gonna grab a... That's good to hear, good to hear. So I'm gonna grab a splodge of this, put it on my palette. Grab a splodge of this. There we go. So I've kind of just made up a quick little palette up of all the shades of green that I think I'm going to use. So really what she's got is the skin, the hair, and like these raggedy clothes on. I'm going to go with the skin first. Once I go over the little bracelets and stuff, we can come back and repaint those. Got the doors open, so there might be a little bit of outside noise, but hopefully
Another time.
mics shouldn't pick it up.
I want to remember living. I want to remember what it was like to feel and to love and to laugh.
Yeah, so nice and isn't actually that much skin, but that kind of blocks that out. And then kind of from the bottom here, I was going to sort of work up some colours. So very bottom, we'll see how this plays out. This might go horrible. If it goes horrible, it's thin enough that I can re-prime it, or I can strip it easy enough. I kind of didn't want to do it all one big uniform colour, so. Gone through 4 different greens here. I'm just very quickly trying to, whilst they're wet, mix them together a little bit. Half the family of a soccer off at a soccer camp, so me and my daughter at home, and now a friend showed up. So all of a sudden, I have some time, me time. Nice, and me time is always good. Yeah, I'm in a similar situation. My 2 eldest boys have gone swimming. My youngest boy and wife are at school fete, and my daughter is at work. So I find myself with some time. It's always nice. Time means, you know, grab some paints and have a go at this. Cool. And it doesn't matter if it's a bit messy because I get to go around and tidy it all up with highlights and stuff anyway. So I'm also going to run a black wash over all of this as well, because it's kind of achieved what I wanted it to. It's kind of melding of these colors. It's not perfect, so if anything it might be a bit too bright. So I think a wash will help tie it down. And I've got like all these little bones and details that are hanging off of this. I've got the leather, there's a leather strap in there that I'll repaint so you can see it's going around the back here, but I've gone over it at the front here, so I can repaint that back in again. Yeah, so while that's drying, I'm going to grab another miniature, and so I'm going to grab the Dawn Witch. No, let's do the Noon Witch. Hey, Bit Retro Refix, hello mates. Mort 75, hello buddy. Have you tried that most recent version of Kill Team? Been considering trying it. How recent is it? Because the last Kill Team I got was the Octarius box, which I haven't played yet, but I'm hoping there's not another new version of it, because otherwise I'm going to get very bored of all the rules. How you, Mort? You good? Hey, Bit Retro Refix, thank you for popping in. Right, so the Dawn Witch I'm going to do in I might go with oranges and yellows. The Dawn Witch. So the Noon Witch, I'm gonna go in sort of blues, because the Dusk Witch is more green. Yeah, it's definitely warm enough, mate. Yeah, that's for sure. Look, oh mate, lurk away. Yeah, all good, all good. What's the game you're running this afternoon? I think the Noon Witch I'm gonna go with nice blues. Maybe not a Talisar, but maybe that's a bit on the bright side. Yes, I mean you've got to use a wet palette, mate. If you're not, paints will dry, but there are things out there called wet palettes. So this actually has water in it, and the water goes through the sponge and then keeps the paints hydrated. But yeah, without a wet palette, paint would be drying in, especially this paint, because this paint's really thin. It would dry in seconds. I'm running tomorrow. It's a playtest for DCC Langhart. Really good adventure. Can't wait to give it. Oh, nice, awesome, mate. Good luck with that. So yeah, if you didn't have, if you're trying to paint today without, and some people still don't use wet palettes, but if you're trying to paint in weather like this, good luck to doing that without a wet palette. Yeah, so this is like a purpose-built wet palette. It's made by a company called Redgrass Games, but you can also choose a plate, a sponge, and some baking sheets. You don't need anything special. Oh yeah, this would do nicely for our dress in the Noon Witch. Yeah, it's the only thing that is cool. Nothing else is cool. Everything else is very hot. Yeah, so that's the sort of colours I go with her then. Lots of blues. Keep the apron white maybe. Do a different colour for that patch back there. Yeah, all right, cool. And then we've got the last one, which is the Dawn Witch. So I'm thinking, because it's dawn, we might go for some oranges and some yellows. Again, all I'm doing is just blocking out some colours, just so I can get an idea of what I want it to look like. Miguel, hello mate, you alright? How are you, sir? Yeah, and then like do like a quite an orangey colour for the dress, I think. Yeah, that kind of works. It's not as dark, maybe not as vibrant as I wanted it. I can probably bring it up a little bit with some highlights and stuff. So yeah, and then they'll look quite as the three witches. One predominantly sort of bright oranges and yellows. The other one sort of more mid, sort of mid-tones in the blues and stuff like that, and then we've got this sort of, we'll go for the grim green with this one. So that'll be the 3 witches going. Oh hello mate, you off? Right, got your phone? Give me a message when you get there, yeah? Right, cool. Yeah, alright, just give me a message when you get there. Alright, have a good time. You got a towel and everything, James, yeah? Alright, cool. Have a good time. That's it. The boys are off swimming. Right, this one's still drying, so I'm going to flip back to this one. It's nice in a way we can do 3 models at once. Well, I've missed a whole section of the dress there. Come back to that. Anyone else up to anything today? Anyone hobbying or gaming or got plans? My wedding anniversary tomorrow, so I am taking my wife out for a nice meal this evening. That's what we're going to do. So that's a neckerchief around there, but there is a blob, a bit of blue in there because that's the back of the dress. I do need some grey cere. Grey cere is a great eraser of mistakes. It is, yeah. That is a thing between Twitch and YouTube. There is quite a delay on the YouTube side of things. You don't set that up. That's just how it is. I don't know if it well, it obviously goes through some additional checks and balances before it's broadcast, I guess. So yeah, people watching on YouTube will be slightly ahead of those. So those on Twitch will be slightly ahead of YouTube. It is a thing. Which is not such a bother when you're watching a painting stream, but when you're watching, I don't know, some maybe esports or something, you definitely want to be watching it on Twitch, because you're going to get going to get to know information before the people on YouTube will. Okay, so we now want a skin colour, so Gilliman's flesh will do. I might as well continue doing the old skin tone. Really do not enjoy painting skin. On the big trolls, I'm very tempted to, but I probably will airbrush it on. Definitely get the sense it's going to rain. It's starting to get a bit grayer outside, so I will very much welcome that. Please absolutely hammer it down. I have no problems whatsoever. Won't even close my doors. Oh, you've had rain there all morning, more. Okay, it must be hopefully on its way south then, I hope. Still muggy, but better than it has. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you need a proper sort of thunderstorm, don't you, to really clear the air, but... It's always sunny in Leeds, mate. Whenever I go up there, it's always sunny. But a tropical paradise in Leeds. I don't think I've ever been there when it's bad weather. would normally say no, mate. I wouldn't go to Play Expo in Blackpool just because it's a bloody long way away. But you know what? I am tempted. One, because I've never been to Blackpool before, so we could make a little bit of a family trip out of it. So like come up for a long weekend or something and actually go to Blackpool. Yeah, so I'm not going to say it's a definite no, but I'm certainly going to look into it. It is a long way to go just for a games expo. If I can make a bit more out of it, and we get like a family weekend away in Blackpool, that's quite cool. So what I might do with this, and I'll see if it works or not, on another model I did, because she's a witch, I might put like a white stripe in her hair or something like this. This one, especially this one, that's this strand that's coming in over her face. Almost make it white or something. I did that with a vampire model I did once, and it looked quite cool. Well, to me it looked like it was quite cool. So, and it gives them a bit more of an extra look. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm sure we'll be in the chat talking about it. I know Si's planning on going, isn't he? So I'm guessing I don't know if he lives closer. I know he's from up to north. I have no idea where. Yeah, so this is looking how I wanted it. So I do want to grab probably a green shade. I was going to go with a black shade, but I think I'll go with green. And just going to give this the once over. And then hopefully this kind of ties it all together, and then I can come back and do all of the straps and bits and bobs. Yeah, so let that dry now. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the polka. Yes, yes. Yeah, I did it with yeah, with a vampire I painted. She had black hair, and I put just this like sort of one white stripe in it, and it just makes the hair look not sort of like just so sort of symmetrical. Also, she's a witch, so you know, Gives it something. Try it. It might be rubbish, and we'll skip it. The thing of painting, you can have great ideas. The execution is the trouble. I can think up great things I want to paint, but executing is a different matter. Probably just pick this strand here. There's a strand that ends there and runs round and up to her face, so I could capture that bit. And it's the bit that goes over her eye, so it sort of begins here, comes down No worries, man. Cheers for coming in, mate. Yeah, do what you got to do, my friend. Thanks for coming and saying hello. As with anyone, thanks for coming and saying hello. Always appreciated. Yeah, so we'll add some white contrast onto that, just to give it a bit of shading and stuff. But could work. It don't take long, does it? And the model starts to take a bit of form, you know, even with just contrast paints alone, you can start to get something you like the look of. That's definitely heading in the right directions. Again, I can be a bit messy because when I come back around and do things like the highlights and stuff, I'll be able to tidy certain areas up. The old classic cauldron on her back, so now, do we go with the soup being gross and green, or do we do something else? This is the question, isn't it? The obvious choice is just to chuck some Nurgle green in there. Come back to that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know if I want to go for like I want to put some red in the model because there's no reds anywhere. Although I could do a red patch on her skirt here. Probably what I will do. I don't really know what this thing is on her side here. I have no idea what this is. Looks like a Starbucks coffee cup, but I'm going to assume that's not what it is. Some sort of container. Oh, that's another place I can do a red, so I can redden up her little handkerchief here, and then I can use a chunk of it to patch her dress up. He does need a hair colour though, and I don't know what to do for that. Oh, cheers, pal. Yes, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say expert with the contrast, but I genuinely really love painting with contrast paints. I've just seen they've actually released a whole new load, haven't they? There's a whole new bunch coming out. I think there's some better yellows and stuff like that, so we'll see. But yeah, as far as sort of like, you know, getting things painted quickly, I don't think you can beat contrast paints. I haven't tried, to be fair, I haven't tried the speed paints. I gave them a very, very quick try at UK Games Expo. No, sorry. Salute a couple of years ago I gave them a try. Jan, hello buddy. You alright, my friend? How are you? Genuine Vision in the chat. The legend that is Genuine Vision. Yes, there was another yellow, I think, that was because the actual yellow is this Nez Nasdrag yellow, and it isn't a very bright yellow. You know, this one's not bad, the Eandian yellow, but I think there's an even brighter one coming, I think. There was obviously some of the contrast paints are a lot more pigmented than others, so I think this is probably trying to maybe balance out that range a bit more. So for some of the ones that weren't great at coverage, there's probably a replacement for it essentially. So I don't know if they're additions or maybe really there should be replacements. Yeah, so Jan, we are painting up the three, we're doing them all at once. We're painting up the three witches here. So we are doing all three at once. Because why not? Yeah, so she hasn't got a skin, she hasn't got a hair color yet, so I don't know what hair color I'm going to go for. I was tempted to go for grey. I quite like doing grey hair. One, because it's easy and fast. Also, it looks like it, and she is a bit of an older lady model, so I think grey might actually work out all right. Yeah, so we've only been streaming for what less than an hour, I think, and we've got this far already. So we are cooking along. Yeah, it was. Oh, it's your 2-year partner anniversary today. That's awesome, my friend. Well done. Well done. Good job, mate. You're absolutely smashing it. I'm glad. I know you put an awful lot of work into getting that partner. So 2 years. That's fantastic. Well done, mate. That's awesome. Tuffy, hello Tuffy. I saw you guys were all on the Tabletops live stream. Are they live streaming 40k, or was it something like, is it a one-page rule set replacement for 40k or something they were streaming? But no, Tuffy, that was not clearly you. That was this model I'm painting here. One-page rules. I need to look at that stuff. Is it truly one page? You still painting up more? Oh, the stream went foobar. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's a shame. I wasn't sure if it was live or just a replay of an old video. I couldn't quite tell, but I guess it was live. That's a shame that it went down. Jan, are you still painting up Moonstone miniatures? Did you pick up any more? You didn't go to UK Games Expo, did you? Because that'd have been a bit of a trek, but. It's a shame, Tuffy, that it died, but I do need to look it out. Retro Skelly, hello, mate. Oh, how are you today, my friend? Yeah, so we're trying to do 3 models at once for fun. Bit of fun. So I will be chopping and changing between the 3 of them. As I paint up these 3 witches from the Moonstone game. So we have the beginnings of the Dawn Witch here in her sort of, is it out of focus? I can't tell if it is out of focus. Is it out of focus? Here we go. So the Dawn Witch. We've then got the Noon Witch. And then the Dusk Witch. Oh, you got the Horse Heresy box set. I'm not getting involved, Tuffy. I'm not. I sold all of my Horse Heresy stuff when what was that? There was a box that came out years and years ago, and I never did anything with it, so I eventually sold it. But yeah, I did see it and think that looks pretty cool. But no more big armies. Not doing it. I'm stamping my feet. I'm not doing it. No more big armies. Not great. Sorry, broken record. That's what I'm. No, mate. It's Retro Skelly, mate. It's always cool, my friend. Always cool. Gillian, 82. Prospero. Not sure what you mean. Sorry. That's it. Betrayal at Calth. That's it. Is that the name of the other set? Is it called? Yeah, Betrayal at Calth. It's a set that I had. And I had it sat around for years and years and years, and I never did anything with it. So I just sold it on. I think I sold it for something stupid as well. I'm just not doing big armies anymore. I've got one big army left to do. So I know I'm immediately just contradicted myself, but I've had it for years, and that is all of my undead stuff. So I've got boxes, nerdy geezer, hello mate. I've got boxes and boxes of undead. And I think I'm going to cheat and do one of those color schemes where they just go very ethereal. So I'm going to use probably these two paints here and go for a very mostly airbrushed with a bit of dry brushing and stuff, and get a very ethereal looking army. And that's probably the last army I'll ever paint. The rest of the stuff I'm always, if I paint stuff from now on, it's going to be much more skirmished. One room, two, well, I would say cost, but that's never stopped me. So mostly effort. But yeah, the Betrayal at Calth was the set that I had before. Nerdy Geezer, how are you this morning, my friend? It's a bit cooler, isn't it? So yeah, where was I? So this one's getting to the point where I can start doing some highlights on it. That's nice. So is this one. Probably just want to run a bit of wash just to darken some areas down. Grab some nylon oil. Ah, Gillian, thank you for that. Burning a Prospero was the other HS box from back in the day. No, sorry, yes, it was the Betrayal at Calth set I had. Awesome, thank you for clarifying on that. I think I remember that box coming out as well and being like, oh, do I get it? But I hadn't done anything with the other one previously, so it was nice. Actually, that's it. That's the first time I've ever been no, the second time I've ever been recognized for being on YouTube or Twitch. The guy who bought the Calth box, he didn't know who I was and I didn't know who he was. We talked over Facebook. He came to the house and bought it from me because he was local. He said, oh, I can pick it up. I said, yeah, brilliant, because I'd rather not post it. And when I opened the door to him and started talking to him, he went, do you do like YouTube and Twitch? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. He says, oh yeah, I've watched you before. So that was quite funny. He seemed like a really nice guy into the hobby and stuff. Finally got some sun, mate. Last night's sleep was not great. Last night was tossing and turning and all over the place. Just myself, Tuffy, just myself. Tuffy, you do love a big project though. If you've just bought I thought I had a lot of stuff, but you must have so much now. Because you are hardcore. Whenever there's a new big box out, you tend to pick it up. You must have a metric ton of Games Workshop by this point. Oh, Mort, you painted something yesterday. Nice. Oh no, yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, you got night shift, didn't you? So you tried to sleep during the day. Oh man, sleeping during the day yesterday. I had to just put like a pack of peas on my head or something. I don't know. I couldn't even sleep with a fan blasting in my face. I'm loving all this horse heresy stuff GW is throwing out at the moment, saving me a fortune. Yes. Yes. Well, are they not doing some more? I think they're hinting at some Skaven stuff, aren't they? Which that will get me. Because my son James will want some Skaven if they bring out some new Skaven stuff. So it looked like they were hinting at new Skaven-esque type things coming along. Exactly, mate. Yes, exactly. If they bring out Skaven, new Skaven, we're not going to have to help ourselves. 30 plus years of gaming. Yeah, Tuffy, you've got. But even since I've known you, Tuffy, I've known you since 2015, 2016, and I've seen the amount that you've not only purchased, just the stuff you post, but just from the sheer amount you've painted. And you paint. I think I paint fast. You paint astronomically fast. And the amount of stuff you have churned out. Buying Christmas and birthday presents in your house must be easy. It's actually quite difficult for people to buy me presents, because I'm one of those people that don't tend to wait and go, oh yeah, I saw something I wanted and I get it. So my wife's always saying, don't buy it, just tell me you'd like it and I'll see if I can get it for Christmas. Yeah, for the kids and stuff. Well, not so much some of them, but James is the only one. James is the only one who's still really into tabletop. And to be honest, James has moved much more into D&D. He doesn't really paint anymore that much. Once in a blue moon he will. And he plays 40k at school every week, but he plays D&D twice a week now. Yeah, more. He's loving it, mate. He's found himself a little group, a proper sort of D&D group. I think the GM's from the US, and they've got players in Spain and the UK and stuff, and they get together every year. Very possibly, mate. Yes, I saw your message. I need to think about how we make that happen, and I will come back to you. Yeah? But yes, very possibly. But yeah, he's much more preferring of the hobby side of things, the D&D stuff. He's very into the D&D side of things. Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, people can't buy me stuff because there's not much I don't. Well, of course, there's loads of stuff I don't own, but you wouldn't know that. I've got boxes and boxes of stuff that's unopened. Plus don't get okay, you can grab a B&B near the venue. Yeah, I mean, I was mate, I'd love to have you over, and maybe we could still make that happen, but I'm still I mean, I live in Bexley, so that's still 30 or 35 minutes out from where Dragon Meat is, maybe even a bit longer actually, because Dragon Meat you have to go, if I remember rightly, if it's still in that same hotel, I think that was over to London Bridge and then across London to where that hotel, I can't remember exactly where that is, but mate, if we can get there, we'll definitely see you and say hello. Maybe James even jump in a game or something if you're running any games. We'll talk when we get close to the time, yeah. Some Skaven stuff went on pre-order to, oh Tuffy, don't say that. I haven't looked. I must admit, I don't look at the Games Workshop website much anymore. And you're right, Retro Skelly, I don't know what I've got either. There will be I keep looking up to the right because that's where most of the boxes are. Although I have been good. Last 6 months I have sold quite a chunk. I've sold quite a bit. I've even come close to selling some painted stuff, but that hasn't happened yet. I nearly sold my Cruel Seas stuff. Cheers everyone for popping in and saying hello. Always nice. Well, yes, it's true. Some of the retro gaming is definitely taking its place. So, yes, buying video games, especially the homebrew stuff, definitely replaced some of the hobby stuff. So. This witch is very cool. The Dusk Witch is a very cool witch. I know Canyon Vision did an amazing paint job on this. No worries. Yeah, tough. Have a good day. Have a good day at work. Hope it all goes okay. Catch you later on. I visited that Vectrix I was looking at the other week. It went for 100. Oh, that's more. That was cheap. 160 was cheap for a Vectrix. Oh, dude. That was good. That was. I mean, it was good resisting it because you know, but that wasn't. That was a pretty good bargain, I think. Yeah, no, I understand, mate. I understand. You know, you got to make choices. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I think a Vectrix round our way. I've seen only one in a shop, and it was £300, I think. But yeah, 160 for a Vectrix is very good. I mean, I have no nostalgia for it whatsoever. But and just for what you've said there, you know, it's the one system that you can't really emulate it. You can't really, not properly anyway, right? You've got to own the system. You've got to own it. So I have no nostalgia for it because I never had one or played one back in the day, but it does look very, very cool. And the games look really good as well. I've seen videos of people playing them. They look like a really cool system. Yeah, same. Yeah, Nerdy Geezer. I'd love one. I'd love a Vectrex. I think if I saw one for 160 quid, I'd buy it. Do I want one for 300? It'd have to be a good. You'd have to catch me on a thrifty day. Yes, Psy. Yeah, 250, which I think was a good. Yeah, 250 from Psy was a good price. I do think if I lived closer to Psy, I probably would have bought it. I can't believe it. It got all moody outside and didn't actually rain. If I was a betting man, I'd have said it definitely rained a minute ago, but it didn't. The other thing is probably close to owning the original Asteroids machine I spent much time on as a kid. Yeah, it's a very cool system, mate. Oh well, another one to come up. That's what I've always been told. People have always said to me, don't worry, if you miss something, it'll always come up again. These things tend to float around and come back again. No, exactly. Yeah, no, I can understand you wouldn't want to post it. And yeah, if Sai was living a bit closer, I think there would have been a bit more interest in it. I don't know if he decided to keep it or not, whether he got rid of it, whether he did manage to sell it. I know Retro Chef was talking about going up and seeing him, so I don't know if that ever happened. Nintendo Alex got like 2 of them. Cheeky, what's it? Yeah, I thought Alex had 2 of them. Yes. 3 days. The flash kit. Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, don't think we're doing too bad. I don't know how long we've been streaming for now, but you have to see. Why can't I see anymore? You have to see. Oh, an hour and a half. We've been going for an hour and a half. An hour and a half, and we've got 3 models well underway. So yeah, that's true. Actually, yes, Rob does have one just shoved under his table. Yeah, that is a crying shame. I'm sure he posted it just to wind people up, I think. I'd have definitely made room next to those tellies and had it out. Like I say, because even if you don't play it, it's a cool display piece. Yeah, I know, Lee. Only one thing it is about YouTube, it is bloody hard to watch everybody. it's you have to spend like, if you want to try and support everyone, it's just impossible. You just spend your entire day just watching YouTube. Jeez. Well, I suppose you are in a different situation, Regis Kelly. Unfortunately, you find yourself in a situation where you know, you need many hours of entertainment a day. We'd all like it not to be like that, but that is the situation you're in. So yeah, can actually get through some stuff. Yeah, it's really hard, mate. It's really hard. I like to try and watch as much as I can to support everyone I can, but you can't. You simply can't. There's just not enough hours in the day. Especially when you put Twitch stream on top of that, like, you know, try and. I have got lots of people that I enjoy watching on Twitch. You know, Genuine Vision being one of them. I don't know if he's still around, but you know, his streams are fantastic. And again, getting around to see everybody on top of all doing your own life and work and all that stuff, it's nigh on impossible. Yeah, that's true. That's true, retro scaling. Not yet, mate. I haven't sat down to do it, but I will definitely be ordering it. To be honest, I've seen it before on the page, and what turned me off of buying it is I get turned off sometimes by, it's a silly thing, right? It's judging a book by its cover. But I get turned off by sometimes the cutesy box art and stuff like that. Like, I really like the a lot of the Cytronics games have got quite gritty sort of covers and they look really cool, where this one kind of put me off a bit because of how it looked. So that was a mistake, because clearly it's a fun game. It looked really good. I quite enjoy those types of games. Nice little puzzle game and stuff. So I'm glad you reviewed it, because yeah, I will definitely be picking it up. And I shouldn't be so quick to just judge it by how it looked. Yeah, just sometimes I'm just turned off by it, you know, and you know, some, because they don't always put gameplay videos or gameplay pictures on the site. So sometimes all you see is the box art and the tape or the disc inside. So then you've got to make a judgment on that. So of course you can, and obviously you can read the blurb, but a lot of the time you're judging it by its cover. So. Which in a way is how we judged all video games back in the day anyway, so a lot of time you went to the shop and you looked at the shelf of games and you had the pictures on the front and the pictures on the back, and that's what all you had to go on because there was no YouTube. So it's actually quite a nice experience, but then don't be surprised if I don't buy your game because I've gone for a cutesy box art that doesn't appeal to me personally. But of course, that doesn't mean it's not a good game, and obviously you showed it as being a good game. Nixie's a great game. I thought you had Nixie already, Nerdy. I thought you had that. I thought you told me about it. I'll tell you what you want to do, mate. I think Nixie on the Spectrum looks really good as well. If you wanted to do a bit of a... Now, I know that's blasphemy coming from me, but it looks completely different to the Spectrum to the Commodore version, and actually it looks and seems to play really well. Yeah, the music on the loading screen is pretty awesome. Right, I do need to finish up in about half an hour's time, so 3 o'clock is kind of my cut-off. So let's see how far but I'm really happy with the progress you've made. Yes, it is. I'm not sure what time it's on. I could have actually gone. My wife could have got me tickets, but we just got some other stuff going on, so I couldn't. But yeah, I actually don't know when the final's on. I thought it might. I'm assuming it's. I'd like to watch it if I can. Could anyone Google it for me and find out when's the rugby final on? I'm sure these things would all be like 3, 4 o'clock. I'm hoping they leave it to a bit later in the day because it'll be a bit cooler and they'll be able to have a good game. I know these are bones here, but I don't know what this is hanging off of here. Maybe smaller bones or something. I'm going to go with everything's bones. PM, there we go. It's good time because I do need to go and go up to the house, so you have to have it on in the background. It will be televised somewhere. La, la, la. Don't put contrast paints in your mouth. Ugh. That's disgusting. Didn't quite get all of the paint off that brush then. Ugh. Yeah, contrast paint is disgustingly tasty. Not that I'm saying you should eat paint anyway, but if you're a brush looker like me, I don't even know how that came about. Do it all the time now. Like some sort of weird habit. Yeah, she's looking fairly evil, which is nice. So I wanted her to look fairly nasty. Sorry about that. One thing I do need to pick up a pot of is skeleton bone. I am running. Oh no, I must have picked up at least one of the paints that I'm running really low on. Oh, what's this one? Is oh, skeleton. Oh no, I've got. Oh, I must have known that because I picked up another. I was about to say I'm running really low on skeleton horde, but I just found a brand new pot of it. So subconscious me must have bought some when I needed it. Well done, me. Well done, subconscious, for knowing I needed some of that and picking it up somewhere. No, it's not. No. Luckily, nothing was harmed. Crikey, I've just realised I've probably done quite a lot of streaming this week. Got with Monday, and then the long stream I did on, was it Thursday night? I did a long stream. A chunk of streams this week. I haven't done any actual videos for YouTube or anything, but I have done a bunch of live streams. Well, this one I think's nearly done. I'm happy with this one. I like it. She's come out quite nice. She's got quite a grim look to her. She's very shiny at the moment, so she needs to be matte varnished down and all of that. But I'm happy with the look. The green for the various greens all come out well. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that as a kind of. Yeah, I'd like to get a matte varnish because it's hard to judge with contrast until that matte varnish goes down. It can be difficult to get a proper idea, but it can't really tell on the camera. But I think that looks alright. So what have we got time left? We've got 25 minutes. So yeah, this is the one I tried to put the sort of white streak of hair in, and that's come out okay. It's not too bad. And then we've got the Noon Witch, who again is not a million, you know, is on its way. Excellent, brilliant. We're making good progress. quite work. Never mind. Hey ho. The joys of painting skin. Never ever being happy with it. That will have to do. That will do. No, I don't like that. Don't like that. It's too strong. We'll go back over that with pocket through whites when we're ready. Yeah, I think we're going to finish up. I think we're going to put some apothecary white back over that cloth. And then I'm going to take a break because painting 3 models at once, I'm getting a little bit sort of tied up in myself. But I think we made really good progress. We have managed to get 3 miniatures from no paint at all to being, well, one I think's done. So we'll put some paints away. One I think is pretty much done. I have to reevaluate that statement when I've put some matte varnish down on it. And 2 which aren't a million miles away from being done. Well, actually, one's not even started highlighting yet, so there's still a bit to go on that one. But I'm happy with where we are at the moment. I'll leave that out. Here's Nerdy Geezer, thanks mate. Yeah, I'll show them to the camera in a second to see where we are with everything. That goes up there. Goes there, and I'm running out of room. I need more paint storage. Cheers, Janus, thank you. Yeah, it's nice to get some progress on them, even if it's not completion across all 3 of them. Yeah. A good gonna try really hard to look after this brush because this is my Winsor & Newton brushes, which I never thought I'd actually use, but then I figured what's the point of owning them if I never use them. So I'm immediately going to put some soap on it, give it a bit of a clean up. I'm going to give any chance for any paint to dry up in there. Ah, my little son's back. Right. Oh yeah, so here we are. So we've got what I think is a nearly finished Dusk Witch. Oh, it's not in focus. Let me focus that up. There we go. Looking very grim, very swamp-like. Ah, hello, Clark. Did I come and say hello to everyone? I'm just finishing up. You can tell me what you think of these paint jobs. Come here.
Well,
So I haven't finished yet. Come stand here. All right. So this is called the Dusk Witch.
wait,
She's supposed to look.
Dad, I want to wait until I'm on
You're already on there. Look, you're on there over there. It's just that slightly delayed. Right. So this is the Dusk Witch. What do you think of the Dusk Witch? She's supposed to look like swampy and nasty. What do you think?
Looks like a mermaid that's stuck in the refrigerator for too long.
Oh no, a mermaid that's stuck in the refrigerator too long. Okay, fair enough. We'll go with that. Right.
She's gone moldy.
And then we've got this is the Noon Witch. So she's supposed to look like sort of fat and jolly and happy, but also a little bit witchy. So does she look like that? What do you reckon? She's still dry. She's still wet.
She has stony eyes.
Well, I haven't painted her eyes yet. This one isn't finished.
She looks kind of crazy.
It looks kind of crazy, yeah. I need to paint her eyes. But she's on her way. Yeah, she looks good. She's got a cauldron on her back.
She looks like a donut.
Okay. Then this is the Dawn Witch. So she's bright and cheerful and happy because she's in the morning. What do you think? Everyone's saying hello to you in the chat. Look, hello, Clark.
Hola.
Yeah, and Nerdy Geezer's asked which one. So what do you think of this one? Do you think this one's good? Not done yet. But...
Out of all of them?
Yeah, so pick your... So out of the three, which is your favourite?
So she looks like a refrigerated mermaid, so
You like the Dusk Witch? Yeah, she's all slimy and gross, isn't she?
she's
like what you think a witch looks like.
Yeah. She's not like.
Right, say goodbye everybody because we're gonna finish the strip. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us. It was really cool. You can speak to her, so thanks everybody.
Thanks for hobbying.
Thanks for hobbying. Right, cheers everybody. Have a good day. Do you want to press my end? See the button there that says end. You can press that. Ready? Let's say goodbye first. Bye.
Bye.
Press the end button. That's it. You can press it.
What's your name?
Bye.